feel if I told you that each year almost 3 million dogs and cats available for adoption are euthanized in the United States alone simply because more animals come into shelters than are adopted? This is all according to the National Humane Society. Many people do not understand the importance of adopting pets, and most of the time it's because they feel ill-equipped for adoption. This is relevant to you guys because approximately 84,914,000 households in the United States own animals such as cats, dogs, horses, and birds. As you may know from my previous speeches, I am extremely passionate about animals, and I even have personal experience with pet adoption because my family adopted a Cocker Spaniel named Smokey whenever I was younger. Today I'm going to tell you of a few misconceptions around pet adoption, some ways to help fight the industry of breeding and selling for profit, and many of the benefits of adopting a shelter animal. I guarantee it will be difficult for you to come away from this speech unchanged in your beliefs. I am very passionate about this subject, and I hope you guys will be too. First, I'm going to tell you about some of the misconceptions regarding pet adoption. Many people don't even consider pet adoption because they are afraid of the unexpected factors, such as whether or not the animal came from a previously abusive home, whether or not the animal is a purebred, and whether or not the animal is a member of a prestigious club such as the American Kennel Club. Some people also believe that they will not be able to find animals that they would actually want to have in their house or in their homes at a shelter. Oftentimes people think that animals are too old for their taste, and even people tend to shy away from adopting older animals because they feel like they can only introduce an animal in like the puppy phase or the kitten phase and so on. What many people don't realize is that older animals are usually spayed or neutered already, potty trained, and they will never take you for granted because they're just happy to have a second chance at life. People also tend to shy away from adoption because of the adoption fee. However, one positive aspect of adopting an animal and paying the adoption fee is that the vet care and transportation fees and food fees for while the animal was in the shelter are already taken care of. It may also act as a donation to help support the organization as a whole. Adoption fees of animals typically range to be around $400 to $800, and though that seems pretty expensive, it'll actually save you a lot of money in the long run. Next, I would like to tell you ways that you can help encourage pet adoption and save lives. Adoption is one way to fight puppy mills. So what exactly is a puppy mill? According to the National Humane Society, puppy mills are defined as factory-style breeding facilities that put the profit above the welfare of the animals. And according to ASPCA, there are approximately 10,000 puppy mills in the United States. What would you do if you knew that you could help stop at least one of these puppy mills from occurring? Once dogs that are bred to completion, which pretty much means that they're not able to breed for some reason, are bred completely, they are deemed invaluable and then either executed or sent to a shelter. So how can you help? You can get involved at your local Humane Society or ASPCA Foundation and encourage others around you to do the same. When you get involved, you're helping to break the cycle of pet overpopulation. Finally, I would like to share with you a few reasons why you should consider adoption over buying a pet off the market. When you adopt, you open up a shelter space for an animal that could desperately need it. According to cleartheshelters.com, animals that are from shelters are typically healthier than animals bought elsewhere, simply because they've had vet care throughout their time at the shelter. And all pets are proven to be good for your health, psychologically, mentally, and physically, but especially when you adopt an animal from a shelter. Since these animals have been without human companionship for so long, they're so dependent on a person, so it can help reduce feelings of loneliness, depression, and anxiety. Pet adoption is also a lot easier than it used to be. Volunteers and workers at associations such as ASPCA and the Humane Society are constantly working to make sure it's a super easy process and very stress-free for the one that's being adopted and the one that's adopting. So I've got a visual aid. Told you about misconceptions regarding pet adoption, some places that you can go to help prevent things such as puppy mills from occurring, and the benefits of adopting a shelter animal. I also explained that adopting a shelter animal can help the animal just thrive better, and it can also be super cost effective and very stress-free. There are almost 3 million shelter dogs and cats that are euthanized in the United States alone. Will you be the one to step out in love and hope to help make sure that these animals live a full life? They deserve a second chance too.